Okie dokie. So now we have moved over to the printmaking station. You will see that there are some pieces of masking tape that are just kind of sitting on the table like this. You're going to stick your paper underneath the masking tape. Try and line it up on top of the jelly plate and put that masking tape back down. This is called registering. So now you can flip it back and forth like a book, and every time you do a new layer on the jelly plate, your paper stays in the same place. All right, so now we've got our paper registered, we've got our jelly plate, you'll have a brayer, there will be paint at the tables in little cups like this with a popsicle stick inside. You're going to pick 2 colors to start. You can do some more afterwards and blend, but let's start with 1. Try and pick a lighter color to go first. So I've picked 2 kind of similar colors, but I think the blue might be a little lighter. So your first layer needs to be a lighter color. Let's scoop up a little bit here and tap, 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 tap. Notice how I'm not pressing super hard into the jelly plate. I'm not picking it up. I'm not stretching it. You can touch it with the pads of your fingers just to see how it feels, but these can rip and break. So we want to be really delicate with them. So I've done a couple taps. It's not a lot of paint. Just a couple. Now I'm going to take my brayer and I'm going to go back and forth and coat the plate in paint. Back and forth, then go up and down. Coat my plate in paint. Now I've got my blue. I've also got a brayer that is coated in blue paint. If you're not finished, you can set it on its back, which is this piece. You could set it down like this, or there's going to be extra blank pieces of paper. You can take your brayer and to clean it off, just roll it on that blank piece of paper, and you'll also get a cool pattern print with this. So now my brayer is cleaned off and it's ready for our next layer. So we're going to flip this paper over, rub it, make sure you get the corners, rub everything off. Then I got my brayer on its back. Alrighty, and then you're going to pull it away. Now we've got a beautiful blue layer. If you would like, you can use a rag to wipe this off if it's too messy, but just for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and start our next layer. So we're going to take this magenta, tap, tap, do a second one, tap, tap. Not a lot of paint. Set that back into the cup, take our brayer, roll it back and forth. It's actually mixing with that blue a little bit and getting a nice purple. It's pretty. Back and forth, then up and down, horizontal and vertical. Now I've got a dirty brayer again. I would take it and rub it down on this. But for now, I'm just going to set it on its back so it doesn't get a mess anywhere. Now is where you're going to take your figure, set them down on top of that second layer. And there will be little coffee stirrers at the table. But what you can do is take the coffee stirrer. I'm going to use the popsicle stick as an example. And you can kind of scratch patterns into the plate. I'm going to maybe give him some ground to stand on. He's got some motion lines to show that he's dancing. Now, we're going to print it again. So we're going to flip this paper over. Make sure when you're doing this that you're not moving the paper back and forth because it'll mess up your print. Try and keep your paper in one place and really rub all the corners. The more you rub, the better your print is going to be. So we're going to really make sure that we're getting all the corners. I'm even doing this and I'm pressing kind of hard, not super hard, but hard enough that I know that paper is getting squished right up onto that paint. All right, now we're going to do a grand reveal. And we see that we have made a really cool Keith Haring print. Now, these guys can be reused. So right after you're done with the print, gently peel them up. If you need help, I can totally help you. Gently peel them up, and now even he looks really cool. But next, you could even flip him over and print him like this and get the other side with a different color. But you can do a couple different prints, but we're going to limit it to about 5 to 10 minutes per each student because we can only have 6 kids at a time. Alrighty guys, I'm excited to see what you make.